What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we back for Sistas. Y'all, girl, and you want to know what it is. I'm so sorry. First of all, the only reason why I am doing this right now is because I did take a nap earlier, so therefore I am up. I recorded my what it is. I put that up. I didn't look at some other stuff. So I said, Ashley, just go ahead and get it out the way so that you can just chill out on your holiday, break off or whatever. So Sistas, season 5, episode 7, ego trip. Hopefully I am not on here as long as I usually be, but Tyler, we're tired. Okay, we are tired. Because I literally had to tweet when I was just got through finish watching this that, bitch, listen, I don't want to see nothing else about Karen in this goddamn letter, being in the house with her mama, crying about this man and all this shit. We were sick of it. We're sick of it. We're sick of it. We're sick of it. We're sick of it. Okay. Fatima came over, right? You know, and it's the fact that Fatima has every right in this world to be so fucking pissed off and to come at Karen because of the way that Karen has been acting towards her, towards Zach and all of that. But Fatima is a better woman than I will ever be in this situation because Karen would have got stoned. Okay. And I don't want to revert to violence, but Karen would have got stoned. Okay. Because she's just doing way too much. I understand that this situation or whatever that her mama want them to do, girl, it's dumb. It's dumb. And then gonna try to say I seen it on Oprah. Well, if Oprah said it, baby, I'm gonna tell you something. Oprah is dumb too. Male, all right, because I just what is the purpose? So that she can get over it, bitch. You can write down what it is that you want to say or whatever, and you read that shit out loud. Technically speaking, you don't need to have Aaron there. You don't need to have Zach there. And you damn sure didn't need to have Fatima there, okay? Fatima showed up and Karen had nothing but fucking attitude. Well, now you see my house. I said, bitch, you are such a nasty soul. And I just hate the way that Tyler has really turned his character. Because in the beginning, what Karen said was true in that letter that was written to fucking Zach and everything, you know, basically trashed the fuck out of him. And I believe everything that she said about him because in the first season, Zach was trash. We did not like Zach like that. We was on Karen's side. We thought Zach was a fucking bum, okay? But at this point, I don't know why and how. I understand that a character or a person in general is supposed to evolve and they're supposed to progress, and I get that, and I'm here for that. But the way that I'm sitting here like, how come you couldn't allow Zach to evolve, Zach to finally progress into a mature adult and get his life together instead and have Karen do the same thing? Why have her go to this length of being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and obsessive over him and not able to get over this goddamn relationship? And I'm listening to what she's saying up in the letter about how basically he treated her like shit and she had to, you know, countless STDs, being cheated on multiple times, you know, paying for shit or whatever, all that stuff, but yet you can't let go of him. You know, and I'm sitting here like, do you hear yourself? And I'm pretty sure that it is women or men that go through this shit too. But I'm like, do you hear yourself? You literally stunning yourself over somebody that you are pointing out all the negatives. And according to Karen, she make it seem like it's more negatives than it is positive. And that is on you. You are willing to stay in something that was toxic. As you're saying it, you can't realize that and see that this is toxic. And and it was the mama, you know, she got on my nerves. Somebody pointed out that that's Harry Belafonte's daughter, and I'm looking at her and I said, yeah, that's definitely her. I'm just sitting here like, okay, mama, I get it. You know, you trying to, you know, have your daughter's back. And when she was like, you know, my daughter, that's my love or whatever. And then Fatima was like, yeah, I understand. She was like, do you have kids? So if you don't have kids, you wouldn't understand. I said, bitch, shut the fuck up. Now see, that line really made me mad, because I'm like, she wasn't trying to compete or nothing. She was trying to empathize with you or whatever. It wasn't no, well, I need to have kids to understand. Bitch, we know whether you have kids or not, if you are a good parent, you love the shit out of your children and you want them to have the best and to be the best. You ain't gotta have kids to know that for. I said, what? Why would she say that? Why would he write that shit up in there? You know? And I was just like, oh my God, all of the attitude and everything. And I was with Zach. Why the fuck am I still here? Why am I still here? You want to talk about all the shit that I've been through and all the stuff that I did to you and all this stuff, and you want me, okay, so what is it supposed to do to me? And then talking about you stressing her out. She's the only one that's stressing herself out because she won't let this shit go. This man keep telling you, and his actions are showing you he don't want you no more, okay? And then when Fatima said, well, hold up, bitch, before you go, I just want to let you know I've been nothing but respectful to your ass. And I get it, you hurt or whatever. I ain't never called you out your name, but you called me a bitch one more time. Oh, we passed the part of I'm going to give you a fucking pass, okay? Because next time it's going to be something. And that's when the mama realized, oh, well, Karen up here acting out. So I'm sitting here like, you didn't realize that your daughter was going through all this, doing all this shit herself and bringing all this shit on herself. Okay, I'm just sitting here like, what? You know, and even the mama, she gonna say something. Whose side you on? Mama said I'm on the side of fucking right, bitch, okay? And you don't call nobody no goddamn bitch out their name for what? So, you know, she wanted them to get the hell out. Aaron just there. At this point, later on, we see them have a little come to Jesus moment, the mama and Karen, and, you know, she's trying to look after her or whatever, woo. I feel like hopefully at this point, Karen gets the point that it is over. Move the fuck on. You know, they got this baby. Fatima said, get Karen to subtract these days, then count these days, then add 10. I said, bitch, wait a minute. You Google this or you know this personally to see when it was conceived or whatever. And I said, fuck all that. Just have the bitch go get a goddamn paternity test, because they can do that shit now too. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to wait till the baby come. Get a DNA test. All right. Have the doctor do what they got to do and get that test done. But meanwhile, excuse me, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, you know, the mama want her to stay in the bed or whatever. You know, she's supposed to be on bed rest and she gonna be watching her and all that stuff. I feel like hopefully she got it, because even she said the mama likes Fatima. Karen really likes Fatima. She just want to be a bitch, okay? There is nothing wrong with Fatima. Fatima is reacting to Karen. Karen is reacting to the fact that she lost Zach. And I do appreciate, I mean, I get it. She had to break it down Zach later on when they was in the bed getting ready to let Zach understand the reason why Karen is going through the stuff that she's going through. And that's what it is. Like, this is why I say Fatima is a better woman than I ever be, because Fatima understands. She get it. After listening to all of that shit, she was like, yeah, I believe that you cheated. I believe that you did this and believe that you did that. But at the end of the day, you got to see where it's coming from her side. You trying to be, and on the sense, I could say it's also Karen's fault as well, because why you get into a relationship with somebody that you got to build up? Fuck raising a man, bitch. You already supposed to have a man. You come to me already together, okay? That's what it is. And then we work on shit with each other that's developed within a relationship. Not shit that you ain't already got together and all that shit. And I gotta put you together, bitch. Bitch, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not about to raise no man or no woman, okay? You don't come to me with your problems like that, okay? But Fatima understood, like, listen, she was trying to get you prepared and get you to a point where you was good enough for her to reach her standards. And then before that happens, y'all break up. And I said, wait a minute, bitch. Karen did that on her own. She broke the shit up. She threw him out or whatever. Y'all break up or whatever. And then when you finally start to do right or whatever, it's not with her. It's with somebody else. So, of course, she gonna feel some type of way. I said, well, that's just life, though. That's just literally how it be. You take one relationship or one situation and you learn from it and you try to do better. You will hope that you do better for the next person. You learn from your mistakes. And I'm like, get the fuck over it. That's what life's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm just over the Karen and Zach and Aaron situation. And I'm so glad the mama said, you know what, that accountant dude, aka Aaron, aka the preacher. Bitch, when Zach said, what you talking about? Didn't your wife fucking kill herself and goddamn you talk? Because he was like, you stressing her out. He said, bitch, didn't your wife kill herself in front of her, in her goddamn salon? So the fuck you talking about some, I'm stressing. I said, point taken. Point fucking taken, bitch. But when the mama said something about that motherfucker just seems too good to be true, I was talking to my homegirl last night, and we was all talking about, you know, this whole show, like a whole bunch of Tyler Perry shit, bitch. We just went on, because we hadn't talked in a minute, but we just started talking just talking about everything, and somehow we got onto the Tyler Perry shows, right? And we started talking about Aaron, okay? And it was like, something is just not right with him. Okay, like it is too good to be true. Like, what the fuck is his real story? Because we haven't really got it. And I said, I'm so glad the mama said that. So now we need to move on. We need to fucking move on to something else, okay? Because they done dragged this goddamn thing out way too long. Meanwhile, you got Hayden and Gary. They at the bar or whatever. Hayden's still sitting there lying, talking about Fatima. Yeah, she really wanted me. She really wanted me, like, couldn't get her off of me. But Chet, you the one that gonna let her go. You know what I'm saying? She's moved on. So why you still on her shit? It just don't make sense. And even Gary wasn't buying it. I said, sir, you know, that's how niggas lie on their dick and shit all the time. You know, anyway. So Gary and Hayden, they're basically talking about Robin, and Hayden like, what I heard from the big boys is that, you know, Robin out here false flagging, like he ain't really got it like that. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to make it so that they can infiltrate and take the company from underneath Robin. All of this because, for Gary's point, because what's her name? Andy likes Robin. Okay. And also for Hayden's situation, because of whatever it is, you know, Andy's connection to to Robin, that'll fuck up Hayden because of Andy's connection to Fatima. That's all that it is. You know, these niggas just can't let shit go. You know what I'm saying? They're acting more bitch made than the woman, all right? And I don't even want to call them women bitches, okay? But they're lower than that in this case. They really are, you know? And then betting, talk about, sir, I thought you would have better choices or whatever. You know, this situation that you're doing with Andy, if you smart, why you still fucking around with her? Because, you know, it's so funny how you wanted to sue her, but then all of a sudden when she said she wanted you back, or she's sorry and all this stuff, now you don't want to sue her and you fucking off on her. It was like, I mean, she playing you with all this stuff. Well, if she really playing me, if she answer the phone, if I call her, because I already hit it, if I call her and she answer the phone and tell me to come over, you got to give me your shares or a certain amount of shares of the company. But if she don't, you know, I give you my shares or some shit. And he wound up calling her, and of course she said, come over. I said, what the fuck? And then go say something, I love you. I said, what? When he get there, right? She was like, bitch, are you drunk? And he was like, no, I'm just buzzed. And it was like, oh my God, you're so horny still? And he was like, yeah, what you thought? I said, nigga came over there rocking cock dizzle. I said, let this shit go, bitch. You know, imagine she's trying to work on Sabrina case. She about to pass that up and put that to the side for some dick. I said, your priorities are really fucked up. Your friend is in jail. Your friend is in jail, finna go see the goddamn judge and see what's going on, and you out here worried about some nigga and his dick. I said, I don't like that, Andy. Mind you, she told him to go wash up. Go wash up, baby, okay? And talk about something. That's what she said, I love you. They both talk about something, I love you. I said, bitch, I thought y'all wasn't... See, this is the thing, Andy. You keep on giving that man, you leading that man on. Just say you're going to be with him forever. That's all. Just say you're going to be with him forever. That's it, bitch. That's it, okay? Stop the fucking merry-go-round and just play merry-go-round and pop Ghost Louisa on his dick. That's all you got to do. Just, if that's what you want to do, baby, just go ahead and do it, say it, and leave us the fuck out of it. Girl, when he put his jacket down and she picked it up while he was up in the shower, she was like, what the fuck is this? So she gets some piece of paper and she was like, oh my God, so this is the plan that he had going. Oh, I'm gonna have to put a stop to this. I said, oh, Gary, you gonna put the information all up in your fucking pocket. And then on the next week's episode, now Hayden, you said you were smart, okay? You said you were smart, right? Why you wasn't smart enough to encrypt your fucking email? Fucking Robin realized who the fucking email or some type of email that came to them. He realized that it was from Hayden. Bitch, I said you are so fucking dumb and immature and amateurish as well. But I was like, okay, cool. We get that. We get this whole scene with Q. I'm over it. I'm over it. Calvin came up into the apartment. Q got all these people up in there. Them motherfuckers then basically stripped the apartment, and he over there getting high. Okay. And then Calvin like, get the fuck out. And I was like, why won't you just call the cops? He gonna say, you call the cops, go ahead and call the cops. You don't even know who they gonna talk to or whatever. And you don't know that you can't tell me to get out because your name ain't on the lease. I said, well, shit, bitch, let me shut the fuck up for a second. But then again, I said, no, Calvin, call the fucking cop and tell them that this motherfucker is out on parole. He has an ankle monitor on and he's doing fucking drugs. That motherfucker said, I sold the TV for some drugs. I smoked the TV. I smoked this. Took his golf clubs or whatever. And at that moment, I need them to stop having Calvin put that one side of his blouse. It's blouse, okay? Side of his little button down. There you go. That's what I meant to say. His little button down inside the pants, and then the other. It don't look right on him. Take it out, okay? I just want you to let it flow free. And, you know, he was saying that, you know, he sold his golf clubs. And he said, bitch, I left you one. Mind you, he said that's the golf club set that his daddy gave him and his daddy did. Y'all remember that his daddy did. Now, my whole thing is this. Why the fuck is Calvin still there? Calvin is about to give Danny $20,000 to help get Sabrina and Maurice out of jail or whatever, put on their bonds. Remember that they said that in a couple of episodes ago when he was on the phone with Danny? If you got $20,000 to just hand off on, nigga, how come you can't go and find your own apartment? I get it that, you know, Maurice in jail, but why was you still there before he got locked up? I just didn't understand that shit. But at this point in time, when Q said that shit about the golf clubs or whatever, and you know, he didn't give a fuck about the symbolism to it. And he said, well, bitch, I left you one. And the way that Calvin went up into the room and the way that Calvin was looking like he was really about to bust. You know, when they get him to that one point where, you know, you thought I was pussy, okay? You thought I wasn't gonna do shit, but I'm finna show you because now I done reached my motherfucking limit and I'm about to pop. I really thought that was about to happen in this episode. And Calvin looked at him, turned around, looked at him again, turned around, went into the room. I said, bitch, come the fuck back out with the goddamn golf club and whoop the shit out of him. That's all I said. I said, do that, Calvin. Calvin, beat his ass. Calvin never came out that room. We don't know what's going to happen until next week. Then we get to this whole scene with Danny. So, when the episode first comes on, we get a trigger warning about there may be a thing of sexual violence, okay? I said, see, this is what we was talking about last week, right? This is what we was talking about last week, and I just knew that it was going to happen. I just knew it was going to happen because of the aggression that Tyler had this character playing at the bar, you know, and all of this stuff or whatever. And I'm not going to say, listen, I don't know where he's going with this and why we had to put this in there. She was up there trying to fuck this man, right? Mainly because he just wouldn't leave the apartment. That's what I felt like. So she said, fuck it. We gonna have this time. She should have never brought him back to the apartment, given the way that he was talking to her at the bar. That made it seem very rapey. Trigger warning. Trigger words. And so you get him back to the apartment. We see them trying to have sex. It just doesn't work. She lies and said that her phone is ringing. She needs to go get it. She gets them off for her. Goes into the bathroom, calls Andy. Tell her what's up or whatever. She was like, just go ahead and call Preston. She was like, listen, bitch, I'm out here trying to have a hot girl summer. Okay, fine. Whatever. So she goes back up into the room. And they try again, and she just couldn't do it. You know, come to find out, also she told Andy that his dick is small. Not only did he come prematurely when she just touched his thigh last week, he also has a small penis, okay? And I said, oh, and as soon as she said that, I knew exactly where this was going. Because of the way that Tyler Perry writes Danny, you know, she speaks her mind. and she's even in a joking way, or even in a sarcastic way, or even in a real Danny way, she's gonna say what's on her mind, even if you should probably just bite back sometimes. Okay? And in this situation, Danny did that. She tried it. She told dude, okay, it's time to go, because I can't do this. He was like, just like you bitches, get me riled up. And I said, oh, there we go. And I said, well, how the fuck did he get the ex-wife? The ex-wife looked like she probably beat his ass. That's what it is, you know. But now you calling her a bitch, talking about something, you just like all these women, y'all get us riled up knowing damn well you didn't want to do nothing and all this shit. And it was a trigger word. I know that that's a trigger word. We already heard that earlier with Fatima said, you know, if you my homegirl, you my homie, or whatever we call each other bitches, it's you know, we know where it's coming from. But if you a stranger calling me a bitch, it's the same way as a white person calling somebody a nigga bitch. You don't know me to call me no shit like that, okay? I get it. And in the way that he said it, it was very, yeah. And I understand being pissed off, like, who the fuck you calling a bitch? You being the bitch because you can't get no pussy because you can't fuck, okay? And at this moment, I said, Danny, please don't do what I think you're going to do. And I hate the way that this is about to sound, because it's about to sound victim blaming. Because either way, he shouldn't have did this. He should have just walked the fuck out. He should have been man enough to walk the fuck out. But of course, Tyler had to work right up into this to make it seem as though, and I don't know if that's what it was going, or if that's what he's trying to put out there, that had she not opened up her mouth and said that basically you got a small dick and you can't fuck, and then to keep on talking about the penis and going on and on and on, he probably would have just walked away and left. That's what it seemed like. He want us to blame Danny and be like, if she hadn't opened up her mouth, he would have just walked up out the apartment. Fuck the fact that she called her a bitch. But on the one hand, I mean, yeah, but also it don't matter if she would have said that. He should have been man enough and could have, and it ain't even nothing about man enough. It's just, you should have been able to hold yourself back enough to just be like, okay, fuck you, and then walk the fuck out. You ain't have to get aggressive, or you ain't have to slap the bitch or whatever. I said, oh my goodness. So you get mad because you can't fuck, and she told you that your dick is small. And I mean, technically speaking, you started it. You started it, nigga. Okay? You don't call nobody no bitch because you can't fuck. But anyway, I said, oh my God, why are they doing this? Tyler, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm finna download Tubi. I keep on seeing it. Is Tubi online? Can I do it online? Because I'm finna look on my desktop. Okay, but anyway, that was Sistas. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'll see y'all later. Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble, gobble.